Dun, 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 dun. Welcome back to another episode of Ready Set Podcast. My name is Angus.
I'm Ricky.
I'm Dom.
And we have a very special episode today. And a lot of people can relate. Hey, especially a lot of people who live in Richmond
Oh,
and who drives.
Richmond Drivers.
Richmond Drivers. Let's get to it.
Richmond Learns to
Goddamn.
Drive. Have you guys seen that Facebook group, the Richmond Learns to Drive?
Is there really a Facebook group?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. Let me tell you, a lot of people make fun of people driving Teslas. Like
Most people drive Teslas in Richmond.
Okay, yeah. But is it just
Is
like,
it bad? You're the car guy, so tell me about Teslas. Is it really that bad?
It's just a driver.
No. It's because Teslas are really powerful machines, and a lot of people that do their driving test, whether it's on that test qualifies them to drive a smart car or like a F-350 dually truck, right? So there's no differentiating. And when you put like a new driver behind a powerful machine like a Tesla, they're gonna fuck up.
Yeah. Also, there's cameras all the way around, so people have been making fun of them because, like, they're
It's so handicap proof.
Yeah, their skill level is not going to be as high as the people when we like had to do everything that had no cameras. There was no backup sensors. It was like we were talking about this. When we drive, it's a feeling. When we used to back up, how much room did you have? There's no way to know.
Yeah, there's no
feeling.
cam, man.
Actually, so I drove my ex's Tesla for a little bit, and I found all those screens and options like the 360 cameras really distracting. I don't know if you guys have sat behind a Tesla and gone around a little bit. It's like
there is kind of like bent the way the camera looks.
Yeah.
It's like
It's warped.
yeah.
It's kind of like a fisheye, which I really did not appreciate. I like it when it's actually like
No, handicap proof is the way to go for me. I love it.
You love all the
You know,
cameras.
backup camera. Oh my god, game changer. I cannot go back to regular parking anymore. Like, I already have anxiety when driving, so I don't even drive to downtown or like never in Richmond. Like unless I really need to go to Richmond, dude. I'd rather take SkyTrain.
Whoa.
Richmond. That's how much I hate Richmond. Goddamn, like those. I ain't being racist, all right? Mostly people who live in Richmond are Asians,
Yes.
and they do not care about the road. Let me tell you, they just do whatever they want. Oh, you know they had that episode with Family Guy. They just no signals, turn. It happens in Richmond all the time.
that was also about women though.
Yeah. No, that was a woman.
Asian
driver.
woman.
Asian
Okay.
woman.
Oh, my bad. Let's guys.
Oh,
do-
I turn here now. Yeah.
Yeah, guys do that too. There's just so many times. Oh my god, it gives me a heart attack. This is why I don't drive to Richmond.
You'll see some pretty impressive shit in Richmond. Like one time I saw this lady, she hit like the huge ass curb in the middle of the road. And then the middle of the car hit it so hard that all four of her wheels couldn't touch the floor. So now she's just stuck
wedged.
there in the little like pedestal in the middle. Right? And so everyone's just pointing and laughing as we drive by because we can't do anything about it.
Like there's so many like on that Facebook group.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. You see all these crazy drivers, but there's this one where some driver in Richmond ran through like a chicken. It's like a fried chicken place.
No. It was the
the
Korean
rice-
corn dog.
Oh,
yes, dude, this was huge.
Actually, I wonder if that girl that got injured
Yeah,
is
she's still-
still like kicking or what?
By the way, shout outs to that girl. I hope you're okay.
Yeah. I hope you're okay. Like,
So what happened was I don't even know how this car basically ran into this Korean corn dog place.
it was a Tesla, right?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
It was a Tesla.
Was it Tesla?
I
I'm
think
pretty sure it was a
shoot.
Tesla.
But basically, ran right into it, and then some girl got crushed under like a bunch of stoves, but leaking fried like hot oil
Hot
onto
deep frying
her,
oil.
right?
Yeah.
onto her, and she was underneath. And then we had this other
was-
Asian lady.
Dude, imagine being deep fried.
Yeah.
That's what happened with her.
Oh, don't describe.
Oh my
I really
god,
hope
I feel
she's okay.
so bad for her.
But to top it off, to make it even worse, we had this Asian lady who was filming this whole part.
Oh,
just saying, like-
yeah.
and people are telling her to like, yo, back away, like it's not safe, wait for the
Yeah.
paramedics to come. She was literally walking into the store and filming the lady who was screaming. for
Oh
help.
really?
Yeah, it was
I didn't see
messed
this
up.
part.
And, and then when you go into her TikTok, it's like a middle-aged lady.
Yeah, it's a cancel lady, and she's narrating everything that's happening.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're on the fucking scene, you're that close to it, call the goddamn police.
Like,
do
call the
something.
cops. And then literally the lady was screaming for help, or the girl was screaming for help. And she was like, are you okay? I'll go, with her camera pointing towards her while she's getting crushed. I was like, oh my God. Like,
Bitch.
and she uploaded it. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, don't post other people's tragedies out like that.
God.
Like, I know that sometimes you will film things like, you know, like there's an explosion in the general vicinity. You don't see someone actually get hurt. If someone's getting hurt, don't post that online.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That could be life changing for that girl.
Yeah.
She might be disfigured. She could be burned, right? Her face might be all messed up now, right? Like she might have to get skin grafts.
That's like
You're
the worst
putting
day
that
of
stuff online for the rest of her life.
Yeah, that's the worst day of her life, and
Yeah.
it's just reliving it with everybody to see. Yeah.
Devil's advocate, though. What if
Oh.
she wanted to be a reporter? What if she dreamed of being a reporter?
Should have done it earlier, bitch.
She was training. She's like, you know, this is my time to shine. TikTok famous. Let's go.
Oh my God, dude, that stuff is so uncool. You don't like leave it to reporters to be reporters, man.
Yeah.
Like I would never like. Have you ever seen those people that when tragedies are happening, they're running up to the thing and they're like recording it, like there's gunfights, and I'm just like, oh my God, there's gunfights out here, right? Like I'm like, what are you doing?
This goes back to so many, like a year or 2 years ago when we were recording an episode, Real Friends Are Fake Friends, and there's we were talking about this Granville Street incident where one guy stood up to like three kids that were mugging like a sleepless or like a homeless person that was passed out. And one guy out of the group of friends went up to try to stop that.
And he got stabbed.
But the other guys, they were just watching. His
They were
friends.
just watching. They were just chilling out.
Yeah.
Just be like,
No different from just holding onto their phones, fucking recording their friend get stabbed,
exactly.
right?
Oh my God, that's the worst friends ever. I would ditch those friends.
Oh my God.
But
But Richmond Drivers,
Richmond Drivers, though, like, dude, there's a lot of issues in Richmond.
I know that sometimes people get confused with like in an emergency situation, they think they're hitting the brake, but they're hitting the throttle, so they're lurching forward even more.
Yeah, that's just insane.
But what is that?
Like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like they get the brake mixed up with the
Yeah.
accelerator.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why they keep running people over.
Yeah.
And also, like, that's how they end up like smashing into like restaurants and stuff, because like this happened a couple times.
So this would not happen if people were driving manual cars. That happens exactly 0 times. You have to go into reverse gear or whatever. So really, we should bring back the manual cars.
Oh, dude, I hate manual.
I feel like so many cars would explode.
Wait, you know how to drive manual?
Yeah.
Do you know how to drive manual? Oh, sure. Okay. I used to know how to drive manual.
Oh no. Hey.
'Cause my dad used to have a manual car. He
Yeah.
taught me.
Nice.
And I had to go deliver food.
Oh.
He made me.
Your initial D.
You were delivering tofu
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
then.
I was doing delivery Chinese food.
Were you drifting in the road?
No, I was okay, so this is how it works. You know, save money. My dad would go deliver food before there was even Uber and all that stuff, right? And I always had to go to delivery with him is because my dad is too cheap, but it makes sense. You don't want to pay for parking.
Oh, I
It's
see.
expensive and there's usually no parking.
Yeah.
So he would park at a no parking zone, and then later he would like, go now.
Oh.
And I'd run, and I'm like young. I'm like elementary,
Yeah.
like grade 3, grade 4.
Oh, you were 8.
Yeah, I started working when I was really young.
Oh, damn.
I don't
Family
even know.
business.
I don't even know if that's considered working, but like it's an apartment complex, and back then I didn't know how the numbers work, so it would say like I don't know, like 50 something, and I'd be like going up on like which floor is it? I would like press every floor like this to see which one lights up, and then once I go, I'm like, oh my God, like there's so many hallways,
Yeah.
so many doors, and by the time I get there, they open the door, they see me, and I'm like a kid. I'm bad with math, and they would ask me, hey, they gave me a like $20 bill or like $30, and then later I always ask them like, do you need change? And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, like could I have this amount back? And I would like
Count it out.
coins and count it out. At the end, they're like, oh no, it's okay, just keep it. And I'm like, oh thank
Sick.
God.
That's the biggest like.
That's the biggest
Scam.
fear. That's
Scam.
no, that's not
Yeah,
scam.
he's
You scab them.
No, I'm very shy when I was young, and doing that in front of a stranger, counting money,
That
is
pressure.
that amount of pressure, and I already suck at math, and I'm shy. That's so much pressure. So I would get like beet red in my face, and I'd be like sweating trying to count money.
I had that too. I couldn't talk to strangers.
Oh.
Yeah, like my mom would always force me to go like order at McDonald's, and I'd be like I couldn't get the words out. I had a stutter as a kid too, that which really didn't help.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Was she trying to get you to order from McDonald's to get over this fear?
Yeah, it didn't work. It just made it worse.
Backfired?
Yeah, because there's people in line, right?
Yeah.
And there's like 60 other people behind you trying to get their McDonald's breakfast, and you're just like, I don't know which number is which number, and I don't know what my mom wants. Or freaking
with a fucking stutter and a lisp.
But the one thing I don't like about driving, especially in downtown, there's a lot of one ways.
Yeah.
So a lot of people go in the one ways in downtown.
Yes.
But I don't really blame them because downtown is already hectic enough. There's so many bike lanes.
Fucking bike lanes.
It's just like there's no space already. And then you add on top of one ways. My God, you might as well just go into a corn maze.
Why don't you just GPS everywhere you go? It tells you the direction.
It does, but like let's say you don't have well, back then I didn't have data, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people who are tourists, they just follow it, or maybe the GPS is not updated. They just, get stuck in the one way.
Have you ever been in the reverse direction in traffic before?
Whoa. No, never. Have you?
No.
I have.
What?
I've actually, this has occurred to me.
So wait.
No way.
You're saying that you're a bad driver?
No. I was in my uncle's car, and he was quite old at the time. And then
Was this in China?
No, this is here. I wish so that it would have been safer in China. So like, because like they drive poorly over there, but everyone is aware of it.
Yeah.
Everybody like here, like he suddenly like merged into this lane, and then I see headlights coming at us, and I was like, oh. You know when you can't vocalize your vehicle properly? I was like, you gotta turn, right? And he's like, no, we're not there yet. I'm like, no, you gotta turn. And I pull his wheel, and so we pull into an alley.
You pulled his wheel?
I pulled his wheel.
That's way more dangerous.
Well, the problem is that he doesn't acknowledge that there's cars coming at us, and they're coming at us full speed. This is when 9th Street was under construction. And like the lines were all divided kind of weird. So then like it merged into one lane in the middle. And then like he just pulled into the left-hand lane. I was like, dude, there's cars coming right at us. And on 9th Street, and in the middle of the night, they go hella fast.
Yeah.
Wait, like, is your uncle from China or something?
No, he's here. It's just that it was very dark and he couldn't see the lines
he's old.
properly. Yeah, and he's so slow that he's not acknowledging all these things that are happening at once. Right? So I was freaking the
You
fuck
saved
out.
his life. And you saved yourself.
You know what? We're talking about Richmond drivers, but let's talk about old drivers. Oh my God. They're
So
fucking
here's the
scary.
thing, like, sometimes these drivers are so bad, and then you pull up it's a red light, and you just roll up right next to them, and you look over, and it's an old person. You feel so bad.
Do you?
No, I don't.
I feel kind of
No.
bad because I was like, damn, they're old.
I'm like, they should get off the fucking road.
Yeah. You ever hold on. You ever do something where like you see them do something really bad and you purposely pull up on this motherfucker just to see who it is?
Yeah.
I always do that.
always.
You're not gonna do anything, but you always pull up either out of curiosity.
I'm like,
or
I gotta
anger.
see who this motherfucker is.
And then when they're Asian, you're like,
Of course.
damn
It could be any stereotype. You're always just like, knew it. And you knew it.
It would be a game.
Yeah.
Every time you see a bad driver,
Yeah.
you just roll up and you'd be like, I bet this person's Asian. And then when it's Asian, I'm like, I knew it.
Can you imagine you pull up on a car, the guy looks just like you, you're like, shit.
But do you get mad when there's a learner driver or a new driver?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No, I'm more forgiving.
I'm more forgiving because I already have anxiety when I drive. And then I used to be a learner, right? So like it's already scary
Yes.
on the road. And if you're like constantly honking and you're like,
Oh, no,
cutting them off,
don't do that.
They get scared.
With learners, not so much because they have someone that's assisting them. So they're doing something wrong, but someone's telling them. But with the new driver, the reason is no one's telling them. They're alone in the car. They're already like individually, like autonomous on the road, which is super fucking dangerous, right? If you're like not a very good driver.
That's true. They're overconfident sometimes, but learner drivers that are in like a Mercedes or whatever, and you see inside is like fucking Asians. Oh my God, I get pissed.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm seeing like, oh, it's a young kid, but then the parent probably doesn't even correct them. Yeah.
It's more like just spoiling.
Yeah.
Just get them whatever. Like you want them to earn it, right?
Oh my God.
Like if it's a beginner's car, you want like just a basic car.
Yeah.
Don't drive a nice car and wreck it.
It's because we're old though, and we don't have that kind of money. Like people that like
Yo, Dom just straight up say we're all poor.
We're
we
broke.
all most
We're
of
broke.
us are poor. You're fine.
no, I'm not that fine. I'm
You're pretty fine.
I'm average.
But the thing is, like, for example, if we had that disposable income, that car means nothing to us. They can scratch that Tesla and get another one.
No, man.
Yeah.
One scratch is like,
Well, I mean, Teslas, you're going to replace it because it takes so long to replace the parts.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, like with them, it's just their income is so much higher that we think about money differently. That's all.
Yeah.
So why do you think Richmond drivers are especially bad?
It's because there's so many Asians there. Hey, look, it's a fact. Everyone knows.
Do Asians have poor surrounding? What's that?
Okay, look, I'm not gonna try
Awareness, situational awareness. I don't
I'm
know
not
if that's
gonna say
true.
it's Asians, it just so happens so many Asians live in Richmond, and majority of the population there are Asians. So of course it's gonna be Asians, but it could be anyone. There's just lack of driving skills, lack of awareness. Do not care what they're doing. All right, like can't make up their mind where they're going, and they just don't know how to read signs.
Yeah.
It's the signals. All right, like. Sometimes there's priority, 4-way stop sign, something they don't care.
Right.
All right. They want to signal, put your freaking signal light on, but they don't do these basic things, which causes accidents.
No signaling. That means too many BMW drivers in Richmond.
Yeah, and I think, that's true. That is true. But I think the biggest thing is that I think a lot of them come from overseas, and driving there is a lot more aggressive. And they don't even signal. Let's be real. When I'm in Asia, they don't signal at all.
That's
but they're
true.
really good drivers, though.
Yeah.
But I feel like they kind of bring it back over here. And then a lot of those, I guess you could say, good skills are causing other people to crash.
I think you can also automatically get an N if you have a full license somewhere else.
Right. Yeah.
So you can just trade in your thing and have an N here
With no testing.
with no testing.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is scary as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I think the other thing is like in Richmond, I think you have some of the best drivers and some of the worst drivers.
Yeah, it's either... Yeah.
Because like in Richmond, like there's these guys that love cars and they're all about the car life. You've gone to some of the meetups.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's a lot of these guys that love cars and they're all about driving. And so they're really good at it. And then there's a whole bunch of people that are complete
Flexing.
I think it's a lot of overconfidence and then some like severely anxiety-driven like people in Richmond
Yeah.
that don't know what they're doing.
And they have nice cars.
And they have nice cars.
They can't control the cars.
Yeah.
It's like lifting weights. You start off easy. Get something basic.
Ego lifting. That's what it is.
Exactly. You go ego lift and then you crush your bone.
So their ego driving is what it is.
It is.
In their Bentleys.
That's why they get really bad whiplash and broken hips.
What do you think some of the stereotypes hold up for like a lot of the bad driving? Because people complain about like old people, Asian people, women.
Women drivers. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just more of a person. Like if you just suck at it, you suck. All right. And you just practice and don't get a really nice car if you can't control it. Come on. Like,
Yeah.
but I know you're rich. If you're rich, you can afford it. Like, don't get it. Get a crappy car so people know like, okay, this guy's crappy car. New driver. Hey, don't get like a new driver and get like a BMW or Mercedes, like a really expensive one.
But they also sell it like it's the safest one. Like with the luxury cars, which are hella fast.
yeah,
but
yeah.
This is why
All these.
mostly all the Asian ladies tend to get the biggest one.
Oh, the tanks, like
tanks one,
massive,
because
like
at least because even my dad's mentality is kind of like that. It's like, oh, the
Safer.
big, it's more safe. Like the one made in Germany. Big tank ones, at least if they hit you, you don't really get hurt.
Yeah.
So that's why,
I
mostly
love
the
that they're
ones-
preparing for the worst because they know they're so shitty.
yeah.
Yeah. But hey, safety's first.
I guess.
So you want safety?
Safety for who?
Get an expensive car.
Never get hit by a fucking tank.
That's why everyone needs to get a tank. They need a like a slogan for Richmond. What would the slogan be?
Run.
Oh my god! Don't walk.
Run away. They need like those like was it infomercials where they're like, come on down to Richmond, where you get whiplash and broken hips. It's like not only do you get once or twice, but maybe you get 3 times accidents.
Hat trick.
Right. Come on down to Richmond, where you could be sitting in a restaurant and a car could come flying right through it.
If you're lucky. So come on down. Take a ride in Richmond and maybe you won't get back in Vancouver.
It's always a gamble, right?
There's so
It
many
is a gamble.
cases where like cars have gone through restaurants though.
Well, that's why you guys, or if you're ever driving in Richmond, you really need to get a dash cam. Like you guys
Yeah.
both
I
have
don't,
dash cams.
I don't have dash cam.
Why do you not have a
Why?
dash cam? You just said you're an anxious driver.
No, but like I don't know how to install it.
You,
Get someone.
I'll
to
install it
what,
for you.
What do you do with all this money?
Okay, for installing the back, right? Don't you have to like take a drill?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You can install stuff that goes internally into your car,
Yeah.
or you can just set up something really simple.
Okay, I'll ask you something after off cam.
Yeah.
I'll ask.
We gotta get you a camera. Oh my god. It's it's so important. You're kind of protecting yourself from other scary drivers.
ICBC. Whenever an accident happens, they don't really do anything anymore, right?
I think it depends. For example, if it's a very clear-cut case, you don't have to give them your footage.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you go to court, it's gonna change it'll change your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially a lot of times there's these fraud things where like, have you seen those ones in Richmond where someone just falls under your car and they're like, "Oh yeah, you hit me."
Oh yeah,
Right?
or if somebody backs into you and then they're saying, "Oh, you drove forward into me."
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But ICBC though, F you. So expensive, man. Freaking insurance.
Oh,
What
yeah.
the hell?
Don't we have like one of the highest insurance rates?
Yeah.
It's freaking expensive,
Yeah.
dude. Get out of here.
Oh.
Oh my god. Only a car sucks. It's nice though, convenient, but
Such a monopoly.
yeah, like we only have ICBC.
Only ICBC.
Yeah.
So that they can do whatever they want.
Wrecked.
I think in Vancouver we're lucky though. We can transit almost anywhere in the greater Vancouver area.
Yeah.
But yeah, like driving sucks.
Yeah, driving sucks. So like, hey, if you live in Richmond, everyone knows. And if you ever been to Richmond, just let us know how much it sucks and tell us about your driving experience in the comments below. If you like this episode about bad drivers, let us know in the comments. Let us know about if you're a good driver or if you're a bad driver and if ICBC is overpriced with insurance. Everything is in the link tree below. You can follow us on Spotify, TikTok, all that good stuff. Subscribe, hit that notification button, and hit us a follow. We like it when you hit us a follow.
We love the comments.
We love the comments, especially you, Charlie.
Oh my god. So yeah, please comment for sure, and we'll see you on the next episode.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.